Together we spoke after Tuesday's victory over MK Dons about that win kind of keeping the season alive, keeping things interesting. Is it the case of trying to keep that interest going after Saturday afternoon?
Well, look, we've mentioned many times that it's not what the outcome might be of the season in terms of final positions, etc. It's basically making sure that we finish the season with some positive results, because from the turn of the year hasn't been enough of them, and so that's what we need to focus on. Try and win on Saturday, see what other results have developed, because obviously a lot of things are out of our hand, what can happen in for the bigger picture of potential we can get there. But it's about doing what we can affect, and that's putting in performance, try and win a game, and that's what we've done in the last few games, and we have to try and replicate that on Saturday again.
And we have 3 games of the league season to go. Whatever may happen, whether we may finish in the league, it's certainly a more positive situation than what it was, say, a month or so ago at least.
Well, it could have got much worse, to be fair, when you're losing 5-0 away, and the run that we'd sort of been on, I suppose, and it's been a tough 2018, I think, for everybody. Supporters have obviously been disgruntled with performances and other bits and bobs. But ultimately, you've got to try and make sure you put some pride back into the show, and that's what we've tried to do with the team. That they're working, they're chasing, they're giving everything, regardless of how many games we've got left of the season and what is still achievable or not achievable. And so far, the players have answered a few questions of them, but they can't rest on the laurels. They've got to make sure they do exactly the same things that they've been doing recently in the last 3.
And we've mentioned the last couple of days, last couple of weeks about this home form. I think it's right in saying it's 3 wins out of the last 4 matches. That must give the lads great confidence and belief, considering the fact the next 2 games are at home.
Well, definitely. Look, I think it can work both ways when you have large numbers of home supporters that they can certainly back you when they're going well, and it can be difficult sometimes because the expectancy level can not be easy when you're not getting results. But we've seemed to have turned a corner through a lot of hard work and basics that's required to win matches, and the supporters have seen that, and ultimately everybody's responded to a point the other night where there was not much happening in the game. The supporters tried to rally the players, got behind them, and I think they helped get us that second goal which sealed the game for us. So full credit to the supporters, because again, they've not had too much to cheer about over the season at home. Obviously now we're trying to do something about it, and let's try and win the next 2 to finish off positively.
And the opponents this Saturday are Southend United. In theory, they have only pride to play for, but they have won the last 2 games by aggregate scoreline of 7-0, so they're clearly a team that's in good form at the moment. Yeah,
look, I think sometimes when a team's got nothing to play for, they just go out with the freedom and express themselves, and can get results like they have. I think we had them watched on Tuesday night, and the game could have been anything. Oldham missed a load of chances, and probably they'll be disappointed that they didn't get a goal or 2. But also Southend will be delighted that the last 2 games have produced performances and got good results. So we know what they're about. They've got some decent players. We've got to be controlled with our play, what we need to do, ask questions of the opposition, and ultimately, as we keep mentioning, be ruthless in both boxes, because if you do that, you've got a great chance of winning matches.
And just finally, it's our 3rd match in 8 days. It will be obviously Saturday, Tuesday, and then to this Saturday. How is the squad looking fitness-wise? Any people kind of knocks coming back, or people picking up fresh knocks from Tuesday night?
Well, I've said all along, there's been lads playing through a few knocks over the last few weeks and have come through it. But from the other night, we've got no real injury concerns. I'll look at it to decide if we're freshening it up or anything like that. Tyrell will be still out. We're probably going to miss the rest of the season with his shoulder injury, which isn't as severe as we thought, but ultimately it's going to probably rule him out for the rest of it. Ryan McGowan's been back out on the grass, doing a little bit of running with the physios, but certainly not going to be back in for any football work. But it's nice to see him back out there psychologically.